What's going on, Giants fans? Hit Squad back at it with another video. The New York Giants are going to fall to 8-6-1. Man, it's a brutal loss. It's a brutal loss. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little pissed. I'm not. I'm proud of how this team fought and competed, despite what we were going up against, and in that juggernaut of an offense that they have over there. But this is a game that the New York Giants should have won. This is a game that the New York Giants could have won. It was right in their laps. It was right in their laps. And the Giants find ways to beat themselves. This team let down Daniel Jones today. Daniel Jones, in my honest opinion, had a very good game. I thought he looked as poised as ever in the pocket. He was able to manipulate the pocket very well. We saw them taking chances downfield. It looked like Brian Dable and Kafka had more trust in this offense, had more trust in his wide receivers. Isaiah Hodgins, his coming out party, looking like a stud. This was a great game by Daniel Jones, if not his best performance all year. This was a solid game by Daniel Jones. And this Giants team let him down. They really did. Look, this defense was getting to Kirk. We saw Landon Collins all over the field. He had an important sack in the fourth quarter. It really set the New York Giants in good positions. Landon Collins was all over the field. Aziz had what would have been a strip sack. I don't know how Kirk held on to it, but he did. A nice sack, 5.5 sacks in 6 games. Wink was able to, draw up schemes and blitzes, on Kirk Cousins to make his life a literal hell in this game. Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Lawrence was the player of the game for me, honestly, outside of Daniel Jones. This guy was causing chaos play after play. And he had, in my honest opinion, the most important sack in this game. This D line really caused chaos for us today. And we needed them to. Because there was no way in hell the New York Giants were going to be able to stop Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, Osborne, Hawkinson, while trying to stop the rush, which we haven't been able to do for the majority of the season. But we were able to get to Cousins. For the most part, yeah, Justin Jefferson's going to do his thing. You can't lock down Justin Jefferson. It's not going to happen. We don't have the pieces to do that. Even if Adoree Jackson was in this game, we don't have the pieces to shut down a Justin Jefferson. He's going to do his thing. But to not tackle him on a 3rd and long, and I mean a 3rd and long, and that sets the Minnesota Vikings in field goal position. The Giants find ways to beat themselves. Richie James, look, don't get me wrong. He had clutch plays today for us. A beautiful 31-yard pass from Daniel Jones to Richie James today up the sideline. I loved seeing DJ look like a gunslinger today. He had a great game. And Richie James was coming up clutch for him. Had a brutal drop. A brutal drop that would have set the New York Giants up on 1st down. But instead, the drive stalls. It's things like these. The drops really killed this team today. Let's be honest. They really did. And look, Saquon, he looked great today. Let's be honest. Okay, he looked faster, he looked shiftier, he was getting involved in the passing game. He looked really good today. He had a clutch touchdown to, set the New York Giants up for the tie. Daniel Jones with a beautiful touch pass to Daniel Bellinger to tie up the game. The Giants had a shot, had multiple opportunities. And in a week where people were counting them out, and I'll be honest, I wasn't able to put up a preview video, but you ask anyone that I spoke to, especially in the Big Blue Crew community, I had the Giants winning this game. But it wasn't going to be easy. And the New York Giants, despite what they were going up against and the limitations that they had defensively and offensively at wide receiver, we were hanging in there. This game was at one point, a 1 point game, which then led to it being tied. I mean, this offense was, look, this offensive line was tested today. This was not a good game by Evan Neal. You have people on internet already calling him the bust. Calling him a bust, which is ridiculous to me because it almost seems like you guys are forgetting how bad Andrew Thomas's rookie season was. If you don't remember how bad Andrew Thomas's rookie season was, I implore you to go watch the film and to go watch those games again. Because Andrew Thomas looked horrendous his rookie season. And I remember a lot of people trying to compare him to Eric Flowers, and now is a top 3 tackle in the league. I'm not going to give up on Evan Neal. He has his struggles. He looked good in the run game, but whether it was Zadarius Smith on him, whether it was Danielle Hunter, they were getting, they were giving this guy fits. And look, he's going to learn. He's going to learn. But to call him a bust is just ridiculous. And that shit needs to stop. It needs to stop. Because you guys, and not everyone, obviously, because there's a lot of people with common sense that are upset that, he's having his rookie struggles, but know the potential that this guy has. And knowing, you look at Andrew Thomas's story, Jordan Mailata's story. I mean, not every rookie tackle could come in and be a Rashawn Slater. It's just not like that. These rookies are gonna have a curve, especially at offensive tackle. And look at the players that he's going up against. I'm not saying that he didn't have a bad game. He had a bad game today. John Feliciano, he had a bad game today too. This offensive line was tested today. They held their own for the most part. I thought they did. Despite Minnesota being able to create pressure, they were drawing up blitzes themselves. I mean, this offensive line, it's going to, look, this offensive line, I'm going to be patient again with Evan Neal. John Feliciano, I've been saying Nick Gates should be put at center. And then, we figure out what we can do with Feliciano, whether that's at depth. I mean, he was benched when he was in Buffalo. Put Ben Bredesen at left guard. The offense looked better when Ben Bredesen was in the lineup. Mark Lewinsky's getting tossed out there like a rag doll. I mean, but this is the players that we have right now. So look, this was a bad game. This was a brutal loss. But I'm proud of how this team competed. I am. A lot of people counted out the New York Giants, considering that Minnesota just came back from the largest comeback in NFL history. I mean, Justin Jefferson is having a historic season. But the New York Giants competed, and they were in this game. That's all I got to say. Bring on Indy. Look, Seattle lost. I mean, the Lions lost, so the Giants are still in a good position right now. We're still in this playoff hunt. We're still sitting nice, but at the same time, the Giants really have to handle their own. Indy's going to be very important. The Giants have to win that game. They have to win that game against Indy. And we got to find ways to stop beating ourselves. We have to. But let me know your thoughts below. If you're new to the channel, join the Hit Squad. We're trying to hit 600 subscribers. Leave a like. You can follow us on Twitter. The link will be in the description box. We'll see you guys on the next video.